Welcome to day 2, everyone, at Malahide. It is Ireland and England in the... Not sure really which round this is in the Twisty Test Championship. It could be the second, could be the third. Of course, this is a make-up game for the fact that Ireland have been injected into the side, or into the championship in Group A. There's an edge. Falls short. But England, they're 24 for 2 at the moment at the start of this day. There's another edge, and again, just doesn't quite carry. But they are in probably the best position at the moment, you'd say. England 30 for 2, trailing by 161 at the moment. And back their batting lineup to get in that amount of runs. It's Joe Root and Zach Crawley in after they were five runs on the board and 2 down yesterday. At 5 for 2. Root and Crawley have been able to steady the ship a little bit here and put on a bit of a partnership, and Joe Root looks like he's found a bit of touch today and he's going to play some shots. Certainly looking the goods. Oh, that's through him. Meanwhile, Crawley at the other end, yeah, he's nicked a few. He's just looked very uncertain at the crease throughout and hasn't found his footing as this boundary brings up the 50 for England. And now another one. Jesus, he likes to go over cover at the moment, Joe Root. That'll only be the one. That was a good shot, though. His partnership now worth 52 runs, and Joe Root continues to take on the bowlers, this time going over the top of mid-on, all the way to the boundary for 4. And he's starting to look really nice. Oh, I think that's a drop catch from Crawley. He tried to cut it away. Actually got the middle of the bat, but it might have actually carried to that third slip. Unfortunately, it went down. Oh, that's too good. Joe Root right now is probably going to be the deciding factor, you'd feel. If he bats away like this, he's batting, you know, in an attacking fashion, which can really increase that run rate. And not only put England in a prime position, but they might only need to bat once if they can build a couple of good, strong partnerships and bat well together. This will be another one, and that will actually be the half century for Joe Root. 6 fours. I mean, he is striking at 52, so he's still striking at reasonably low rate, but he's batted well. And when he gets that ball that he knows he wants to take on, he's happy to do so. There's another 4. And this time Crawley gets it away on the onside. Again, just continuing to look a little bit uncertain with his shot choice. Or maybe a mix-up. Root stuck at the striker's end, and all of a sudden it's a direct hit. Oh, this looks very out. It is given. That's the end of Joe Root. Through a run out. Disappointed he wasn't able to go on to make 100, because he certainly did look very good at the crease. Just a little bit of a mix-up. Thought it was only going to be the 1. By the time he realised it was 2, it was too late. England 90 for 3.
Waiting.
And who's at the crease now? Ben Stokes. He's at the crease. That's an edge. And that's taken. So after nicking about 6 deliveries today, Crawley's finally found one into a safe pair of hands. And the Irish get 2 wickets quickly. So 1 brings 2 generally. 1 out of Root, and now Crawley out for 34. The 2 set batsmen depart. England 95 for 4. Oh, and an inside edge. I've got no idea how that's missed the stumps. But that raced away to the boundary, and that is the end of the first session here on day 2. 106 for 4 England. They're still 85 runs behind. Murtaugh's got a couple of wickets, Thompson with 1 as well. And that run out of Joe Root, critical and maybe a turning point in this innings. And if Ireland can keep up the good bowling, maybe they're in with a chance here. Oh, that's a good shot, but well fielded. Oh, it's him on the pad. Maybe pitching outside leg. Umpire says not out. Murtaugh's looking good with ball in hand. He's got a couple already. This one struck on the pads. He's not even interested. But the umpire puts the finger up. Everyone behind the stumps knew it was out. Maybe the bowler was looking for a cool, calm and casual walk away. LBW. Not sure you see too many of those. Normally they're up and about. Stokes out for 5. England 118 for 5. Jeez, tell you what, Murtagh just was not interested at all. Was just casually strolling back. Finger goes up. Anyway, this is now a bit of a tricky situation for England. They're 125 for 5. They still need 57 runs, so they've got a bit of work to do. And they've lost another wicket. Another one. Gee, it's all happening here. That is a brilliant delivery. Played the wrong line though, Ollie Pope. In the end, he's stumped out of the ground. A bail's come off. He's been bowled. 134 for 6. And another edge. Oh, it doesn't carry. But Sam Curran and Josh Butler have their work cut out for them right now. I mean, it's not like a heap cut out, but these 50 runs seem like they're so far away, given England are 6 down for 138. And they've got to find a way to get a first innings total that's, you know, going to put them in this contest. If they go in with it trailing, all of a sudden Ireland are in pole position to win the match. Things can obviously change very quickly. That's a leading edge. Bowler unable to take the catch. Maybe a life there for Butler. Not this time. Straight through to the keeper. The end of Josh Butler. Ireland have 7. England are into the tail. I mean, Jofra Archer, he's still not a bad player, but they're 153 for 7. Butler gone for 15. Oh, good shot there from Curran. So maybe these two now. England's 37 behind. That's the boundary. And they push them towards a somewhat respectable total. You'd expect Sam Curran to fight it out with the bat. We know he's that sort of a player. He'll be there as long as he can muster. Jofra Archer, well, it'll be interesting to see how he goes about things if he wants to play his shots. Does have 100 to his name for England as well in the Test Championship. Of course, in that game against Pakistan, did pick up the ton. So we know he's a player that can also put some runs on the board if he wants to. They want 3 here. Gee, it was pretty close to a run out, but they got there in the end. And now Curran decides to go over mid-wicket for 4. The lead of Ireland, just 15 now, just 9. Make it 8. Make it 7 with a couple of runs. And they do want 3 to try and make it 6. It's going to be tight at the keeper's end. It's a direct hit. And that should be enough to see Jofra Archer dismissed. The umpire says, I think so too. Puts the finger up. The end of Jofra Archer. Again, a direct hit from well and truly in the deep. Keeper in a pretty good spot to see that all happen. 184 for 8. England trail by just 7 more. Curran says, I'm going to make sure I get these 7 quickly. Hits a boundary. Now with the scores level, he's happy to take a single and give England 1 run of a lead at the moment. At 192 for 8. So, I mean, it's not a hefty lead at the moment. So even if they were to get knocked over, the Irish would be probably pretty happy with their bowling performance, and it would give them a bit of hope going into the second innings. There's almost a brilliant catch diving the right-hand side, but Anderson will survive. I just wonder what the tail can do. What can Sam Curran do? He's on 40 at the moment. He could push this total up to maybe a 60-run lead. If he's able to bat well enough and have Anderson survive with him. This will be 2 more. Maybe even 3 more. Keepers in tight. They get there. That's the lead up to now. 31. Oh, and driving through cover. Mostly through point, actually. There's Curran again to pick up a couple more. He wants 3 again. Bowler's end's going to be very difficult. And I think he's run himself out here just trying to put the runs on the board. The man takes the wickets, the bails off. It might have been Murtagh there, the bowler. He's taking the bails off. Curran looks short of his ground by about a foot. England will lose their 9th after Sam Curran looked Pretty good at the crease as well for 46. 224 for 9. The current lead is 35 runs. And Broad and Anderson. A little bit of a task to just push on, but I guess they would say, well, we've got a little bit of leeway with this lead. We just want to push as much as we can. 43 that lead. Can they get it up to 50? No, that's an edge. It'll be taken. And that'll be the end of England's first innings. Maybe surprising for some, but the Irish pretty happy. Murtagh picks up 4. There was 3 run-outs in that innings as well. Thompson took 2 wickets. McBride got the 1. Joe Root, the standout batsman, 57. Sam Curran looked good as well before getting himself run out. Both those 2 set guys were run out, so not traditional dismissals. They'll be a little bit disappointed with that. Jimmy Anderson with the new ball to Porterfield as Ireland trail by 43. So Ireland, I think, have somewhere in the 10 to 15 overs left in this final session to face tonight. Plenty of seamer action, I'm sure, will be forthcoming. Can England take any wickets with this new ball? It's always interesting to see the game at this point. Who has the momentum right now? Is it England because they've got a little bit of a lead, or is it Ireland because maybe they did a little bit better than they were expecting through that first innings, and the lead isn't that great, knowing that England will have to bat last? And, you know, they're not the worst team to bowl, so who knows how it will all play out. Sterling and Porterfield, they've started well here, 21 without loss, as they don't come back for 3. That's smart running between the wickets. Not sure we see that often enough. This time, though, Anderson might have got the edge. And he has. So the first breakthrough for England coming late in the day. Jimmy Anderson getting the outside edge. Just a faint one, but enough movement to get it done. Really forcing the batsman out of his comfort zone, or the hitting zone. That'll be Sterling out for 14. 21 for 1. Gee, that's close. Maybe he wasn't swinging in enough. But we know Broad, he's dangerous around the wicket. We saw it to Warner throughout that entire Ashes series last year. He's good around the wicket. Loves to swing it back in. Give that some shape away, maybe. Oh, that's just missed everything. Just held its line. Another good shotty from Porterfield. Should be 2 more. He wants it. And it's a run out, maybe. Oh, gee. You just saw a little bit of a mix-up. He was never getting home. Porterfield out for 17. 38 for 2. This Ireland trailed by 5. They pick up 2 runs here. Make it 3. Oh, no. They settle for 2 in the end. Still trail by 3. And off the final ball of the day, it's going to be a dot. So Ireland will finish 40 for 2. 3 runs behind England. It's Balberine and McCollum at the wicket for them. With the game probably pretty evenly poised here as we head towards day 3. It's Ireland 3 runs behind at 40 for 2 on day 2. Geez, it's really progressed quite quickly, this test match. Very, very quickly. Anyway, game in the balance. Let's see how it all plays out on day 3. See you tomorrow, everyone. Goodbye.